Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
Rod Eccles Show.
This in from WND.com. Our wonderful, ageless actress, Hanoi Jane, Jane Fonda, is back in the news. Yeah, she's got a new TV show. I haven't seen it, but it's on Netflix. I've seen it, on Netflix. I haven't watched it, because she's starring in it. I'm not going to promote Jane Fonda for various reasons. One, she's just a moonbat. Or two, that has nothing to do with Vietnam and her being dubbed Hanoi Jane. People make mistakes when they're young and they can overcome them, but this woman is she's a moonbat. And you can't get over that fact when you actually continue to listen to her and see what she does. Now, Jane Fonda attended a protest over the weekend against oil drilling in Vancouver, British Columbia. Vancouver, British Columbia. She protested. She participated. She attended a protest against oil drilling in Canada. Now, I love to say Canada, but it's really it's Canada. But I just like to say Canada because it's look, there are brothers from another mother up north. Hey, they were once a British colony too, just like the United States. So you could say there are brothers and sisters from another mother, whatever, from Canada. But she was up there in Canada, British Columbia. How did she get there, though? Now, that was the tough question that she faced on camera from a crew from The Rebel. I drove, she said. And did she fly to the car? Yes, she did. Folks, you can't make this stuff up. Did she fly to the car? Yes, she did. Asked if she saw the irony of protesting against oil drilling while using lots of jet fuel and gasoline to get there, she responded, I have an all-solar house I have since the 1970s. I have windmills and photovoltaic cells, and I have a Prius. But she didn't drive a Prius to the protest. And she flew in a private jet. I mean, God, folks, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, sometimes you just sit back and you have to laugh at these people. I know they think that they're serious as a heart attack, but they're funny. If they weren't so dangerous, they'd be absolutely hilarious. But even though they are dangerous, they're still funny. Now, the story goes on to say, well, indeed, while Fonda may indeed have one all-solar house, she has quite a collection of mansions around the country. She's got kind of like Al Gore, right? Remember when Al Gore was running around telling people that, the carbon footprint, and he's in this mansion with thousands of light bulbs and they're all on when he's not home. When he and the missus at the time were not home, everybody knew that they weren't home because he was off flying around talking about global warming in the Inconvenient Truth, Inconvenient Lie movie. So they weren't home, but their lights were on. Lights were on. Nobody was home. So somebody asked her the question, well, why don't you go to OPEC nations, she was asked. Right now I'm here. I don't exactly know what you mean by the question. Well, come on, Jane. You went to Hanoi, North Vietnam, when you were protesting the Vietnam War, did you not? You went to the source. Well, I mean, isn't OPEC really the center of the oil world? Don't they control the vast? OPEC controls the majority of oil reserves. Now, over the weekend, thousands of activists mobilized across Canada to engage in a number of direct actions calling for climate justice, jobs, and an end to tar sands mining. Now, understand that all this tar sands oil, as they call it, that's loaded with high-paying jobs. High-paying jobs. Now, these nut jobs are out there calling for climate justice jobs. They want jobs. Well, that's producing and creating jobs. They want climate justice. Well, getting that oil instead of shipping it from halfway around the world for us to use here in North America is more cost effective and more environmentally sound than shipping it from, halfway across the world. That seems to be an environmentally sound thing to do. It's creating jobs. It's actually saving the environment by using less energy to get it to market here in North America. But because it's all can't have all around here. This mobilization brought together a truly diverse coalition from frontline Indigenous communities to Canada's largest public and private sector unions. Students, what? Unions are against oil jobs? Indigenous communities? Are Canadian Indians, Canadian Native Americans, are they against oil? They might be. I don't know. They might not like the money that they're getting from oil. Just saying that it's possible they don't like the royalties. If the oil is coming from their lands, from their indigenous lands, they might not like the royalties that they're getting. In which case, then they should probably just give it back. But I don't see anybody giving back royalty money. Do you? Just saying. But I tell you, folks, these people are just funny. They are so dang funny. You can't. You know what? They should. Well, no, that would be an insult to Godzilla. There should be a kaiju movie that stars Jane Fonda and Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, they would be the kaiju or kaiji. They'd be the monsters, and Godzilla would be he'd be the hero because he'd have to kill the monsters, the bad monsters. Although I would tend to believe that Nancy Pelosi would be more of a space monster, and she would fly away back out into space. She seems to have operate on very little oxygen, so it I'm just saying it may be. Am I being mean? Am I being mean by saying that? I don't know. I don't. Well, whatever. She can go ahead and fly off into outer space, never to return because we have Godzilla. And if she shrinks herself down, speaking of which, there's something else that I used to watch as a kid that I used to love, and I actually they have a couple of seasons of it on Hulu. Some of you may remember it, and some of you out there may wonder what the hell I'm talking about. But Ultraman. And I guess that there is a new Ultraman series or mini-series coming out. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to land here in the United States, but I think it's going to be in Japan where it's produced. I used to love Ultraman. Ultraman was cool. So again, Nancy Pelosi could be the monster in an Ultraman epic, and because an Ultraman can send Nancy back into outer space. I know. I watch some of the strangest things. Look, I even like cartoons. One of my favorite cartoons to watch today is the Ben 10 series. I do. Netflix and Hulu has them. I love watching the Ben 10 stuff. There's not